few lines about myself. I have already 15 years of experience in this field of smart materials. I first contacted with this technology during my PhD program. And since then, I immediately knew that I wanted to work with Ynvisible and build this, this technology. And since then, I am being quite devoted to bring this into applications. And I'm very happy to see how we have been growing. And now we are sitting here giving you an overview on our activities. Yes, we are based in Freiburg. This is southwest of Germany, where we have our laboratories dedicated to developing new materials for electrochromics. Freiburg, it's at the edge between, in Germany, between France and Switzerland. We have a very strong ecosystem from the chemical industry, but as well from specialty printing companies. The largest machinery producer or manufacturers of printing are German. And so it's been a quite good experience being here and exposed to this ecosystem that it's being, for us, in order to develop our materials and inks, a very interesting, and it has been a learning as well. Smart Materials, it's a brand name we use internally to indicate or to define all the activities we do in terms of development, technology development. And our main mission is, and I just forgot to share my screen with you, just 1 second. Our main mission here at Smart Materials is to create the technology for next generations of our products. As Jani already mentioned, we do have already existing products, the ink kits for designers. This has been giving us very valuable feedback from the users regarding how to handle these materials and how to use it in prototyping of electrochromic devices. And we are listening to this feedback, and at the same time, we're also looking to fundamental pillars in our developments, looking to develop new features in electrochromics like colored printed displays. We're also looking into seamless integration of this technology in our environment. We're also very dedicated to sustainability. And I will show you one slide with some results we are getting in a large consortium working on paper electronics. And together in parallel, we're also building the tools for the designers and everyone that is actually creating the new products and the new generation of products using these new technologies. And in combination with all these factors, our main mission here is to develop Ynvisible's product platform based on ink technology. One highlight of our developments and also collaborations, certainly we would never dare to take this challenge by our own, and we do share and appreciate to build partnerships. And this is one example. We announced recently our collaboration with NXN. There, in this setup, we have access to world-class materials that have been developed for many years at John Reynolds Group at Georgia Tech. It has been a great and a fantastic job creating new electrochromic polymers. And Ynvisible's role is to take those materials and to incorporate in our inks and develop further the ways that these new innovative chemistries can be used and scaled up to applications. And based, you can see in the middle of the slide, there's a real prototype where you can see an electrochromic device switching from blue to magenta. And these demonstrations and demonstrators we have built have already resulted in this customer project where we are developing together with NXN a prototype for a medical device. Regarding sustainability, very briefly, we are engaging with a large European consortium devoted to develop printed electronics on paper substrate, but also to integrate cellulose materials inside the inks. It's not just the approach on having a more sustainable substrate substituting plastic, but also substituting chemicals with natural-based materials like cellulose. Here you see an example of a demonstrator we built together with Guarro Casas, a specialty paper company, where you see a printed antenna on paper substrate and Ynvisible's printed electrochromic display. That can be used without any battery because the antenna is harvesting energy from the smartphone. Just to highlight that in this project, our target is to shift this electronic waste that is mainly burned worldwide and just a small percentage is collected, to shift that electronics to the paper recycling system, which in Europe it's already have a collection rate of 80%. If we can achieve that, I think this will be a very breakthrough in getting more sustainable electronic and printed electronic components. Finally, I want to talk about the experience we have had within another large European consortium called Decochrome, where we have been exposing to a wider audience to these new materials, and in particular electrochromic displays. We have teach designers how to use our inks, and then we have provided them with our ink kits. And then we just provided one A4 size sheet with some bullet point instructions, and we didn't tell them anything else. We just wanted themselves to learn how to use, to implement their ideas. And it has been very rewarding experience where designers have eagerly got and adopt this technology to create their ideas and concepts. And now we have a wider group of ambassadors of the technology. As Jani mentioned, these designers are now giving workshops to students at universities and also to children how to use electrochromics and also to use this as an educational tool. Very interesting also is to see and to learn how the designers see the use of electrochromics, and this is certainly beyond what us as engineers can imagine. So this was what I wanted to share with you, a little bit of the highlights in our developments. Thank you.